a girl. Like, what do you mean? Chasing these niggas? I'm just a girl. I'm not about to go here chasing no man. Doubt them. They are who they are. Absolutely not. This nigga smiles at you. You're like, oh my God, that is amazing. No, it's not. Like, he's not doing anything.
Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one to outrun me. So give me a run for my money.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Chats with T. Happy Thursday. I'm so excited to be here. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. We're blowing up. I was checking my analytics. I was like, oh my gosh, so many new eyes on my page, on my YouTube channel, my TikTok. So listen, we're blowing up, we're growing and glowing over here, period. Make sure that you subscribe and join the family. So my name is Tamesia Celeste, and today we're gonna be talking about breadcrumbs and how I fell victim to breadcrumbing. What is breadcrumbing? What causes us to just settle, and you know, how can we stop settling for breadcrumbs? Like, we want a full meal, like we don't want crumbs, you feel me? So I'll leave it right there, but let's get into it. You see me looking down, looking at my phone because I have notes. All right, so first and foremost, okay. So what exactly is breadcrumbing? So breadcrumbing is defined as when someone gives you just enough to keep your attention, but not enough to create a real connection. So think about how you like feed pigeons at a park or things like that. Or maybe you don't do that, but in the movies, how they go to the park, they sit on the bench and they feed pigeons, you know, breadcrumbs, right? Like, we don't want to take that pigeon home. We ain't trying to be buddy with the pigeon. Like, we're just giving them enough, you know, so they can like get out our face. Like, here, take these crumbs and go, basically, right? But they'll come back, but it's not enough, so it's not a real connection. I hope that makes sense. I like to use analogies, so let me know if that landed well. So examples of breadcrumbing behavior include sporadic texting. Examples of breadcrumbing behaviors include sporadic texting. Oh my God, I'm so tongue-tied because I'm so excited. Sporadic texting, inconsistent communication, and then ghosting. But then they ghost you and then they come back with like compliments and shit like that. Like, anyway. So they text you just enough, they flirt with you just enough. Just enough. It's just enough. It's never too much. It's just enough to keep you strung along, basically. So, and they're always making these like vague promises, but they never follow through. So they say, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you out to go do this, and one day we're gonna go do that. Like, womp nigga. Like, it's not consistent. They just saying it to kind of like keep you around, but they don't mean that shit. You don't mean that shit. So this includes occasional like flirty messages and attention without real effort. So let's call him, what we gonna call him? Because I ain't gonna name drop. Fuck that nigga. We're gonna call him Mr. Fashion Nigga, right? So Mr. Fashion Nigga would, you know, he was cool at first. The vibe was there, whatever. Like, I didn't realize who he was until he messaged me on Instagram. Was like, I think I saw you today. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, that was you. But I was like, oh, she's so popular. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, he got my number. We texted for a bit, but it never felt like anything. You know what I mean? Like, it never felt serious. It never felt like it was going anywhere. Like, it just felt so surface level. And when I tell you I despise surface level, like, I just can't. I literally can't do it because it's just like, ugh, like, where's the emotional depth? Like, do you have any depth to you? Are you a deep bitch or what? Like, I can't do it. I don't like the fake. I don't like the surface level. Like, I don't like the closed off emotional connection. Like, I can't do it. You gotta be all in or nothing at all. That's just how I look at it. So yeah, it was the little cute text messages and shit like that, but no date was mentioned, no date was planned. It's just him playing in my face, clearly. So when it comes to like breadcrumbing, they'll text you things like, oh, hey, stranger, or good morning. Mind you, they're sending this to like probably 10, 15 other girls. So don't let this make you feel special like I did, because you're not. You are, but shit like that, don't let it gas you up, because it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I'm just being real with you. Like I said, it's the compliments and like the cutesy shit, but it's never enough. Like, it's never anything real. It's never anything deep. It's just enough to keep you strung along, basically. And it's like you're getting to know them, but like you're not. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when I was getting to know Mr. Fashion Nigga, kind of, because I don't really feel like I really got to know him. Like, to this day, I really don't know much about him, and vice versa. But yeah, I just felt like, if you see me looking over here, forgive me, because I got the pop-out lens on my Sony camera. I got my nails done, guys. They look so cute. They're so cutesy. Let me zoom in. Go in. They're smiley faces. Okay. But yeah, like I never really knew anything about him. What was his favorite color? Does he read the Bible? Is his mother a crackhead? You know, shit like that. When you get to know somebody, like, you want to know those things. That's important. Like, you know what I mean? So I felt like when we were talking to each other, it was very, very, very surface level. He wasn't really letting me in, and I feel like if there's no emotional depth, then it's just, you can't do anything with that. So with me, like, I felt the disconnect, but I was trying to rationalize it. Hey, gorgeous. My dog. Okay? Shake it off. So yeah, I felt the disconnect, but I was trying to like rationalize it. I'm like, okay, let me just give him some more time to open up. Let me give him some more time to like get comfortable. But it's like, he didn't need more time to open up. He didn't need more time to get comfortable. Like, this is just what it was. Like, that's just what it was. That's just what it is. He was just stringing me along to fulfill his needs. Maybe he was boredom. Maybe, you know, maybe he was boredom. Maybe he was bored, or trying to fill a void, whatever the case may be. But it's just like, there was never no real depth to it. And I feel like the worst part about it too is I was in this headspace of like, oh my God, like, am I doing too much? Am I not enough? You know, and it's just like, no, like, I am enough. No, I was not doing too much. I feel like when you want emotional depth or just connection and loyalty and consistency, and you're dealing with someone who does not want those things, it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. It feels like shit, really, because I crave intimacy and deepness, and it's like I wasn't getting that, and I was trying to rationalize it. I was trying to talk myself out of it, like, nah, girl, like, just relax, he'll come around. But it's like, no, like, and he never did. And then I had to sit with that, because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I've given you chance after chance after chance, and this is just not working out. And I think with me, when it comes to like dating and getting to know people, I feel like I sometimes confuse like chemistry and like real connection. And I feel like him and I, Mr. Fashion Nigga, we didn't have real connection. The chemistry was there, yeah, but I feel like there was no real connection, honestly. And I definitely confuse the two, because I'm like, like, this feels like something. But then when you really look at it, look at my situation, and you could probably look at your situation and be like, yeah, this sounds like what I was dealing with. It's not real. It's just chemistry. And I think another thing too is I don't like to play it safe. I'm a risk taker in whatever I do. So if I'm gonna take a risk with the career, money, love, like, I'm gonna take that risk, because I feel like it's just all a part of life. So the idea of like playing it safe or like trying to play small, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because it's like, why? And I feel like dating just has been such a challenge because people are just so not fully into it like I would like them to be, I think. And that's another thing. And I'm working through my shit, because part of me thinks that like dating or love, like it's supposed to be hard and you're supposed to chase, and I'm working through that because I feel like no. Oh, and I know things aren't going to be easy, but what do you mean? Like it's supposed to be hard and you're supposed to chase? Like, I'm just a girl. Like, what do you mean? Chasing these niggas? I'm just a girl. I'm not about to be out here chasing no man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And it's like, I don't want to hide my depth. I don't want to hide the fact that I want soul level connection, soul level intimacy, or nothing at all. And I think that's been my biggest thing, is me trying to hold back so that I'm like I'm not scaring the hoes. Like, I'm not trying to scare nobody off. Like, I really want deepness. And I reached a point where I realized that certain men, or just some men, cannot give me that. Whether they don't want to, or they're just not at a point where they can give that for themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. I feel like men as a collective have been like really disappointing lately. I mean, they got a lot of work to do to catch up with women, I feel. So, and I feel like for me, like, I don't want anything half-assed. I don't want anything that's halfway. Like, if it's not fully all the way in, then I don't want it. I don't want it. What do I need that for? So why do people accept breadcrumbs? Why do they accept those little pieces of crumbs instead of a full meal? Why? So the first reason is because there's a fear of being alone. And I get it. I totally get it. You know, maybe you are someone who has been single for a while. You know, I feel like for me, I try to see the best in people. Giving the benefit of the doubt it's going to do it every time for me. In the worst way, I feel like. Because sometimes people just, they show you who you are and you still try to like, oh, well, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. No, like, they're showing you who they are. Like, do not try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Doubt them. They are who they are. This isn't my reason anymore, but I've been in a space where I was afraid of being alone and I wasn't enjoying my singleness, and I found myself in multiple situationships and just casual stuff because it's just like, you know, I don't want to be by myself. You know what I mean? And I was willing to be a placeholder, and a placeholder is when, you know, you want somebody back pocket, you want a back burner whenever they want to pick you up and do whatever, but you're never a priority. You're never someone that they would take serious. So I've been there before. Not in this current moment, but I've been there, so I get it. But you deserve more than that. You deserve to be more than a fucking placeholder. Like, what do you mean he's gonna put you on the back burner, then come hit you up when he's ready to deal with you? No, absolutely not. Another reason why is trauma bonding. Trigger warning if you ever like trauma bond, or if you've ever like experienced this before. But trauma bonding is basically when inconsistent love feels familiar, right? And one moment they're love bombing you and they're showering you with all these compliments and adoration, gifts, things like that. And then the next minute they are critiquing you, they are shitting on your feelings in any way they can. And then after that, they're back to love bombing you. They're back to, you know, showering you with adoration, compliments, gifts, things like that. And it's a very vicious cycle, especially if you're someone who believes that love is supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be a challenge, because you'll be in this cycle of trauma bonding and you're like, oh, like, you know, we're just having an off day and, you know, it'll be better tomorrow. Like, it's a vicious cycle. When you're in it, you don't really know you're in it until you're out of it. I feel like when you're in a trauma bonding cycle, you accept the shitty treatment because you think that that's normal and you think that that's a part of the ups and downs. You're like, oh, like, this is an everyday thing, but it's like, no, oh my god, like, that is so traumatizing, like, for real. Another reason for accepting breadcrumbs and not a full meal is because of a low self-worth. And I talked about this in my previous video. I was like, when your self-worth and your self-love and your self-esteem, when all of that is in the dumps, you will literally accept anything. You will accept anything. Like low self-esteem, low self-worth, no self-love, you are going to accept anything. You will accept the bare minimum. This nigga smiles at you, you're like, oh my God, that is amazing. No, it's not. Like, he's not doing anything. Like, you're just accepting of it because you don't think highly of yourself. You're accepting of it because you don't think you deserve more. You don't think you deserve princess treatment or queen treatment, however you want to say it. Like, you're accepting of it because you don't think that there is better. You think that this is it. And he's just doing the bare minimum. You do not applaud a fish for swimming. You just don't. I just feel like real love is intense and safe at the same time. So if you're ever with someone and you feel like your nervous system is all dysregulated, discombobulated, you can't really think straight when you with this person, you just feel all like whacked out, it's probably because, you don't feel safe with them. But I feel like when it comes down to it, no matter your reason for settling for breadcrumbs, like it is an ultimate form of self-betrayal. Anytime you settle in life, love, dating, your career, whatever the case may be, it is a form of self-betrayal. You betray yourself every time you stay in a situation, an environment, whatever the case may be. You are betraying yourself. I have my spare battery in my hand. I don't know why actually, but so for me, I started creating personal boundaries and establishing non-negotiables. Listen, boundaries are your best friend. Boundaries are your best friend. Do not let anyone make you feel bad for establishing boundaries, right? Do not let anyone make you feel bad for establishing boundaries. Okay? Boundaries are your best friend. Boundaries are going to help protect your peace so you don't lose your mind. Okay? Once you lose your mind, once you get so far gone, there's no coming back. So I feel like when it comes to establishing boundaries and your non-negotiables when it comes to dating, you have to figure out what it is that you want, what it is that you're not willing to accept, what it is that you're looking for in a person. So are you looking for loyalty? Are you looking for honesty, right? This person shows up in your life, he's being disloyal, he's lying to you, so he's obviously not an honest person. In your right frame of mind, what are you going to do? You're going to continue with him knowing that you want honesty and loyalty, he's showing you disloyalty and dishonesty? On the other side of the screen, I hope that you're going to say goodbye to whoever is trying to give you what you don't want. Because why would you accept what you don't want? Let's be real. That's really all it is. Why would you accept what you don't want? Why would you accept what you know you don't deserve? Why? And I feel like when it comes to your boundaries, don't explain them. Honor them. You don't have to explain your boundaries to anybody. Honor them. Stand on it. You don't want to deal with certain things? That's just what it is. And you don't have to. You're not obligated to deal with shit you don't want to deal with. Period. I just feel like if it's not loyal, if it's not committed, if it's not emotionally present, I don't want it. Also, it's okay to just kick it with yourself sometimes. You don't always have to be laid up under a man. You just don't have to. It's okay to be by yourself sometimes, most of the times, whatever the case may be. But it's okay to just enjoy your company, enjoy being with yourself, spending time with yourself. I feel like that's where the work starts. When you're not constantly up under a man or so focused on a relationship, that's when you really start to work on your self-love, your self-worth, your self-esteem, things like that. And it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to build it overnight. But I feel like when you take the time to pour into yourself and give yourself the nourishment that you need, that is when your life will begin to change. And that's when I feel like you'll start to become so magnetic. You'll draw in loyal partners. You'll draw in honest partners. You'll draw in, partners who are ready for commitment, who are ready to love, who are ready to value you, who are ready to treat you like the queen or the princess that you are. I feel like pour into yourself first, and that is when everything else will flow in, I feel. So another thing too that I've had issues with is choosing yourself. I'm sorry, there's something in my eye. Sorry. Choosing yourself over potential. Choose yourself over potential every single time. I promise you, the man that you're stressed and depressed about is not worried about you. He is not going to live up to the imagination that you have in your head. He's not going to live up to the potential that you know that he can live up to. He's just not going to. So when you're in, a situation and you're like, I see the potential, I know what he can be. Does he know that he could be that? He don't. Or he doesn't care to. So it's like, why waste your time trying to wait for that potential man to come along? You know what I mean? Like, he's actively showing you that he's not trying to make any changes or become a better person. So choose yourself over potential every single time. And I'm going to end this with some affirmations. Here are some affirmations. Let me get my ASMR voice. Let me drink some water. All right, repeat this with me. I am worthy of true, divine, romantic love. I attract good-hearted people who want to love me. I attract people who treat me with respect and kindness. Make sure that you turn that rejection into redirection. That person who breadcrumbed you and tried to give you BS just so you can shut up, like here, damn, that's not your person. They are not a loss. They are a lesson. So let me know if you've ever been breadcrumbs. You can let me know in the comments. I would love to talk about this because it's horrible. Like I said, you don't realize until you're like out of it. You're like, oh my God, like this is what I was settling for. I'm sorry, like my boobs are trying to pop out. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week for, oh my God. I will see you next week on Chat with T. No, I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you on next week's episode of Chats with T.